My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine, 30 plus years of clinical high-level experience in medicine. Today, Dr. B wants to tell you where you can find easily the best copper, zinc, and magnesium for your health. Obviously, copper, zinc, and magnesium are three very, very important minerals, right? Very important chemical elements. Copper, zinc, magnesium. Where can you find them naturally with a very, very important nutrient, very important food that will give you a huge bioavailability of these three copper, zinc, magnesium elements so that your gut can absorb it. When you take a supplement, right? Do you see this supplement? I take one every day in the morning. The bioavailability of each and every one of these vitamins, minerals, right? Vitamins, minerals, copper, zinc, magnesium, potassium, blah, 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 is lower in these pills of multivitamin because they pack everything together, right? There's interaction. Lower absorption in your gut than if you eat it, if you take it from natural food. One excellent superfood, not food, but superfood, natural superfood, where you can find the best copper, zinc, magnesium is this. Cocoa powder. I'm not advertising. 100% pure cocoa powder, not processed with alkali. Do not buy cocoa powder, or this one, I'm not advertising the brand. 100% cocoa powder. Whether you buy this or whether you buy that, this one, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What you want to make sure is that it is 100% pure cocoa, no sugar, no salt, no hydrogenated fat, not processed with alkali, right? This is 100% cocoa powder. This is not food. This is superfood. It is better to get your copper, zinc, and magnesium from cocoa powder than from the stupid multivitamins. Every multivitamin, every vitamin, every mineral, everything you can imagine will have better absorption, better bioavailability to pass into your blood if you take it from natural foods than if you take it from the supplements. I just take one in the morning. I don't really need it. I don't know, I just take it. It's just one tiny little pill. I just take it in the morning. I take one, right? It's like that. I just take one. That's it. But I don't need it because everything that I eat, all these vitamins and nutrients and everything, my proteins, my fibers, everything, I get it from the healthy foods that I eat. And if you are of a certain age, or if you are young and you are an athlete, right, you need a lot of copper, zinc, and magnesium, right, to prevent muscle cramps, to prevent hypotension, to prevent cardiac arrhythmia, of course, in addition to potassium and blah, blah, blah. But you need these three minerals, copper, zinc, magnesium, right? And the best way with the best bioavailability is to get it from cocoa powder. Make sure it is 100% unprocessed, no sugar, nothing in it, just 100% pure. And make sure it has not been processed with alkali. It has to be 100% pure. Then what I do is that every day I mix it with my protein powder, morning, afternoon, and evening after I come back from the gym. But in the morning for my breakfast, I have a big glass of 100% pure protein juice, right? In addition to eggs and avocado, blah, 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 right? It's a very healthy breakfast. It's my biggest meal, right? And I mix it with cocoa powder 100%. It is bitter. It's like black tea, dark tea, but you get used to it. Remember that the Mesoamericans, the Aboriginal South American, Native Americans from Mesoamerica, the Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayas, had access to this, had discovered this massive, beautiful superfood called cocoa, and they were drinking it just bitter, right, with water, hot water, and drinking it. My God, it's so healthy for you. Do not put any sugar. You get used to it. It's like my tea. My green tea, I don't put no sugar. My coffee, I don't put no sugar, no milk, no nothing, because then it's processed food, right? You get used to this bitterness and you enjoy it, actually. When I drink, if I get hungry, for instance, I get an avocado. Let's suppose it's Sunday, I want to have a snack. I get an avocado, I get one egg, I get a handful of almonds or peanut or pistachios or walnut, 100% pure, no sugar, no salt added, right? That's it, it cuts my hunger, and at the end I swallow some tea or some coffee, or I just mix this cocoa powder, 100% pure, with hot water. So it gives me a hot chocolate. Obviously, don't put any freaking milk. Remember that milk is full of sugar, unless you're young, of course. After a certain age, right, you don't want to drink too much milk. I don't drink milk at all because it's too much sugar in it, right? I get all my calcium, vitamins, proteins, blah, from other sources that are sugar-free. I'm on the keto diet. So I cannot eat more than 20 grams of sugar per day, right? That's why I cut back on bananas, apples, mangoes, oranges, and all these freaking grapes, because too much sugar. In one banana, you have 20 grams of sugar. In one banana. In one apple, you have 20 grams of sugar. In 1 cup of mangoes, you have 25 grams of sugar. It's just too much. In 1 cup of grapes, you have 25 grams of sugar, right? You need to zip it after a certain age. Me, I'm 50. I started this keto diet quite a few years ago. Otherwise, you're going to have love handles, belly fat, and it's going to get worse and worse. Fat in your buttocks, your hips. You have to get rid of that sugar. No more sugar in your diet. I don't allow even one single molecule of sugar to get into my body. Now I exaggerate, but I give you an idea. When I eat one avocado, beautiful fruit avocado, right? It has only 2 grams of sugar, only 2. Think about that. Compare 1 avocado, 2 grams of sugar, with 1 banana, 20 grams. There's 10 times more sugar in that freaking banana, which I used to eat a ton of them every day when I was younger, because it brings you fibers, it brings you vitamins, mineral, potassium, this, that. But the problem with these highly caloric, high calorie fruits is that they come with a poison called sugar. Sugar is a poison, glucose, fructose, poisons. It's like the honey that I used to put in my tea, in my coffee, right? It's good when you're young. Honey is so healthy. The problem is that it comes with a poison called fructose and glucose. So that poison is okay when you're young, but after a certain age, you need to zip it and you need to throw away the honey. I haven't eaten any honey in 10 years, and I don't miss it. I get all my vitamins, minerals, protein, everything else from other sources than bananas and apples and freaking honey. I haven't eaten any honey in 10 years, and I don't miss it, right? I used to eat a ton of honey. Just put it in my tea, just put it in my coffee, in my milk. But those days are long gone, right? Because once you start having a belly or love handles or butt fat or visceral fat, you need to just zip it. You need to change your habits. You cannot keep going and eat the same way you were eating when you were younger, when your tummy was flat, when you were no longer into menopause, or for men into andropause, right? When your testosterone was high, when your hormones were high, you could hit the gym every day. You could go hiking, biking, swimming, having sex 10 times in a night. Those days are long gone for me, right? I have to work 8 to 10 hours a day, but I go to the gym 2 hours a day, right? Non-stop, no exception. Every freaking day, 365 days a year. But now that I'm 50, I started a few years ago with this keto diet. My tummy is flat like a board, right? I have no love handle, no butt fat. I'm all muscle fat, muscle, skin, and bone. Beautiful body I have. Very, very beautiful. And I get all my dietary vitamins, minerals, protein, everything I need, healthy fat, olive oil. I eat a lot of olive oil, walnut oil, canola oil, right? I posted a video about that. I eat a lot of these nuts. They give me all the dietary fibers that I need. So I put some cocoa powder in hot water, right? I mix it like this with hot water, and I eat a fistful of almonds or walnut or pistachios, or I eat 2 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons of 100% peanut butter. No sugar, no hydrogenated fat, no salt, nothing, 100%. That's it. And I swallow it with the cocoa, hot cocoa. I can even put protein powder, why not? That's my hunger is cut. This is most of my lunch, actually. Most of my dinner is like this. I can have also some yogurt for my probiotics. I take my daily vitamins, 1 pill of fish oil, blah, blah, blah. But I haven't eaten any processed food, pizzas, burgers, bread, hamburgers, French fries for 10 years, more than 10 years. It's over. I still remember those days I used to eat 10 times in a day, right? Everything, junk food, hamburger, pizza, this, French fries, rice, beans, bread, blah, 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 pizza, burger, constantly eat, ice cream, chocolate cake, fruits, blah. But those days are gone. If you want to age gracefully, if you want to stay away from cancer, cardiovascular disease, heart attack, strokes, right? Heart failure, dementia, Alzheimer's dementia, right? Neurodegenerative diseases. You need to stay away from all these things that we used to eat when we were young. That's okay. Right? We enjoyed life when we were young. But after a while, you have to stop, because then you're going to develop dementia at the age of 60, 65, 70, 75. By the time you want to retire, you're going to be diagnosed with colon cancer because you've been eating all this processed food and never stop eating those, right? So the more you put this processed food into your body and never stop doing it, the more you're going to increase your risk of colon cancer, heart attack, heart failure, stroke, neurodegenerative diseases, dementia. And then people wonder, how come we have so many colon cancer in younger people? How come there's so much dementia in our society? So much anxiety disorders, depression, blah, blah, blah. There's many reasons, but one of the major reasons is junk food that we've been eating since we were little kids, right? Because people didn't know, my parents didn't know any better, right? And most people nowadays, they have no education, no knowledge to see what they are doing to themselves, to their children. So the tiny little 5-year-old kids who is every day eating junk food, by the time the kid's going to turn 45, he's going to have colon cancer. The number 2 cancer, fastest growing cancer in young adult, starting at the age of 40, 45. Colon cancer. Colon cancer used to be the cancer of the old man, old woman. Now we see it higher and higher numbers in younger people, 40, 45, 50, 55. The guy or the woman has colon cancer because they've been eating all these nasty foods, nasty processed food full of carcinogen, pesticide, insecticides. I forgot to remind you that cocoa powder doesn't have just copper and zinc and magnesium, right? It has iron, selenium, phosphorus, vitamins, also, and fibers. How can I forget fibers? Dietary fibers, right? Remember that you need to eat at least 30 grams of dietary fibers per day to lower your risk of colon cancer. I get about the double, 60, thanks to my nuts. Look, these almonds, walnut, pistachios, peanuts, these are superfoods. These are not food, these are superfood. Super rich in proteins, vitamins, minerals. One of the most powerful antioxidants is in peanut butter, and it is called proanthocyanidins in chocolate, right? And resveratrol in peanut butter. Resveratrol, one of the most powerful antioxidants, resveratrol in peanut butter, and proanthocyanidins in cocoa powder. These are not foods. These are superfoods. These are, unprocessed superfoods that will keep you healthy, that will keep you away from neurodegenerative diseases, heart attacks, cancer, strokes, dementia, colon cancer, heart failure, blah, blah, blah. It is really, 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 really important that you throw away all this processed food and you start adopting a diet that is low in sugar, because sugar is a poison, right? And you cannot keep eating that. It's like wine, right? They say wine is full of antioxidant, among them resveratrol. Well, the resveratrol, you can get it from peanut butter, so you don't need to drink wine. The problem with wine and all these alcoholic beverages is that they come with a poison called alcohol. It's a carcinogen, group 1 carcinogen, group 1 alcohol, right? Group 1 carcinogen of the International Agency for Research on Cancer. So alcohol is a carcinogen, the same way as tobacco smoke, pollution, X-rays, ultraviolet radiation, right? These are all, and red meat, these are group 1 carcinogens of the International Agency for Research on Cancer. So you cannot drink wine or beer and say, well, it's rich in antioxidants. Well, it comes with a poison. So same thing for these high sugar fruits, right? It was okay when we were young, but they come with a poison, just like honey come with a poison called fructose, called glucose, and you need to throw them away. Eat avocados. Avocados are the best fruits for you. They have only 2 grams of sugar, 2 grams. They are packed with vitamins, minerals, dietary fibers, and of course, healthy fats. I get my fat from almonds, peanuts, pistachios, walnuts, and I drink also olive oil, walnut oil, and canola oil that I alternate. My God, I'm super healthy. I'm 50 years young. All my health parameters are those of a baby, right? If you need to age gracefully, if you want to age gracefully, let's age gracefully together, so that I can still be with you in the next 50 years. We're going to, God willing, die in our sleep at the age of 100, healthy in our sleep, in our bed, God willing, and we will always be together for the next 50 years. And I can teach you, keep teaching you for the next 50 years how to grow old and healthy. Dr. B graduated 30 plus years ago from medical school. I took the Hippocratic Oath to never BS you, to never sell you any garbage, to never put my interest above yours. Your interest will always be above mine. So I will always tell you the scientific evidence and not just my opinion. Scientific evidence, and that's it. Regardless of your gender, politics, ethnicity, race, I don't give a cat's old man, woman, anything in between. I love you. I give a big hug. I love you the same way I love medicine. I went to medical school for the love of people and medicine. Put your comments, questions, any cat's old you want to ask down there. And I promise I will get back to you next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.